Hi, it's Therese from Lost in Paper, and I'm back for the Alleyway Stamps, and I'm going to be using this great fun set called Just Ducky, and also getting out some of my paper stash. I've decided I need to get into it, and I want to make a little baby girl card, so I'm looking for some pink colours, and this Jack and Jill pad had some really sweet designs in it. So after I've chosen my colours, I want to cut down. I'm going to make a little scene on the front of my card, and I have a piece of white cardstock which is cut 11.5 by 7.5 centimeters, and I've cut down a piece of this design paper to fit that. And now I want to make a hill, and I'm going to use this Pretty Pink Posh Stitched Borders 1 die, which is a really cute arch sort of die, and I thought I'd make a great hill. And now to do some stamping. I'm using, I know it's a goose image, but I really wanted it to be ducks. So to me, today they're ducks, and I'm stamping them out in some tuxedo black onto some yellow design paper. And I've also done a second stamp on some cardstock because this design paper isn't solid enough to hold up on its own. I wanted to pop them up, almost paper piece them, I suppose you could say, so that I can pop them up with some foam dimensionals when I put my little scene together. So some really simple Prismacolor colouring today, and these pencils are really easy to use and a great way to add shading and detail to your stamps. You don't have to be an artist. I'm just literally laying down the colour. I'm not even going to blend it with some Gamsol. You could if you want, but there's no real need. These pencils actually colour beautifully on their own. So I'm choosing colours that sort of match in with the paper, but they just add a little bit of shading and depth. And then rather than blend, what I can do then is I can just use another pencil. Like I'm grabbing I think it's a lighter yellow. I can't remember the name of the colours, but they'll be listed at my blog, and you can link through the description below. But I'm just actually using the pencil itself to blend rather than get any Gamsol. So really simple, easy colouring. And then I'm simply going to fussy cut these out. And I am being a little bit more careful cutting these out because these are the ones that are going to be on show. So I won't make you sit through all of this. So I'm going to get along with the card now, and I want to add my design paper to the panel, and I'm simply just using my stamp runner to do that. And I just want to get rid of that white edge, so I've got a really pale pink chalk ink, and this is a really good way. You could use a distress ink to do this as well, and just a bit of Tombow to glue my ducks together. And this works really well because I can just wiggle them until I'm happy. When you use a liquid glue, it makes it just that little bit easier. I'm also going to add a bit of stability to this hill that I've created because I'm going to be popping that up. And I'm cutting that down to fit the front of my card and just making sure that it's centered. So I'm just working out the placement of all my elements now, and I think it needs something more. So I've got some felt clouds that I'd already had die cut. These are from a Memory Box die, a really cute one called Puffy Clouds. And I'm using some Express It clear glue. This is a great glue. It doesn't actually yellow as it dries, so it's a good glue for something like this. Because I find that with felt, it's sort of, if you use the wrong glue, it can look sort of a bit yellowy. And then I still thought it needed a little bit more, so this time I've decided just to cut my own grass or reeds, depends on what you want to call them. And I thought that would be perfect in my little storybook scene. And this is just freehand, I'm literally just eyeballing it. And I figured I'd probably use a couple of those, one on each side. So I'm putting my card together and I'm using some pink fun foam, and I want to double it up. I kind of like it when it's a little bit thicker, so it'll end up being 4 millimeters thick. but I don't find that the stamp runner works really well on the foam, so I've just used a bit of Tombow in between the 2 layers of fun foam. And I've added the stamp runner directly to the front of my card, and then I'll just sit my panel on top. And I use my stamp runner again to pick up my little tufts of grass so that I know they're in the right spot. Right, I'm going to be working on my sentiment now, and I'd already been playing around with a few ideas, and I've decided to keep it quite small and unobtrusive. This is the word welcome. It's from the Priceless Joy set. Lots of baby sayings in that set. It's perfect for my card today. And I'm going to cut this down so it's really just the word that I've got. And I've actually popped this hill up on some fun foam as well. I kind of missed that bit, sorry guys. And then I thought it might be fun just to have a vertical sentiment and put it onto my hill. I kind of tried it in a few different spots, but that seemed to work best for me today. And I'm popping up my duck with its little baby duck on its back. I thought that would be really quite cute. So that's it for my little storybook scene today and little baby girl card. Thanks for joining me. I've had heaps of fun. So till next time, happy paper crafting. Bye.